Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be looking at episode 8 of Helsreach, and we're just coming off the previous episode where you actually got a bit of character development mid-speech by Grimaldus, and that, I think I talked a little bit about it in the end of the last episode's reaction, because I liked just that little effect of it, and God help you, when you were watching it, they really sold it home with the different poses. This time around, I'm going to take a wild guess and say, the battle begins. Again, same thing as last video. If anyone knows where I could find more episodes than the 10 on the channel that I've been watching, Richard Boylan's, link below, please, could you add it? Because I have yet to find it. Although hopefully by the time that I put this out, I have. I hope. I would like to find more. I don't want it to end. I want more, please. Please, sir, may I have some more Helsreach? I'm not even sure what accent that is, but let's go with it. Speaking of, link below, original video, which you've definitely hit up. Great! Let's get started then. Okay, so I'm definitely certain they... Ooh, a fade in. Like we're going through it. Interesting. I love it when they do the word warps like this. Reminds me of the old TV and movie shows that did this. Oh, there's color in this now! Whoa. Man, don't get me wrong, I like the black and white effect, but damn, that does change it. Dude. I think it's especially fitting here where the black and white is more present on the outside, where the person you see more color and tone. It's such a cool effect. Just showing that the man is more...
I have always believed there is something beautiful in the very first moments of a battle.
Really?
Here are the moments of highest emotion. The fear of mortal men. The frustrated bloodlust and screaming overconfidence of mankind's enemies. In the moments when a battle is joined, the purity of the human species is first revealed to the foe.
Really? Dude, I love that double look. I think they toned down the scratchy effects. Fire! Yeah, I think they really did, because you see more individual outlines instead. You just hear him shouting, "Wah!" Of course they are. It is weird seeing the color, though. I will fully admit that. Just because it looks brighter and more hopeful with color. Which, you know, when the battle just started. It also brings more... Oh, that was surprisingly quiet. Never mind! I thought those were snipers almost. God, they're just shooting everything. I like it showing that they're actually... Ooh, yeah, that guy's down. But like the orcs are just firing at random, which makes sense. But then the Imperials are actually aiming, like they're almost sniping. But way to fire is a thing. Oh, dude. The guy on the rocket. So ridiculous, I love it. Huh. I don't really figure out how much bigger than the regulars. I always see them compared to Space Marines. The effect of being able to fly up. It is useful. Are those just meat cleavers? I think they're just meat cleavers. It's that little cutting effect that makes it big. I try not to think too much. Hear my brain turn pretty badly. Dude! Okay, that was epic. That was so cool. Just like the whoop. It's the complete uncaringness of it. think I've... Oh, cool. Chainsword. Ooh, hey, regular mortals are getting something nice. Okay. I mean, giving the big damn hero moments to the Space Marines I expected. Giving it to the regular guard, that I was not. It actually amuses me. I'm not even a guard player and I love it. I love the posing showing all the little moments of triumph and horror. It seems to get brighter as it goes on. Huh. Which also means now that it looks like the end of the day, the next episode's probably going to get darker as it goes to show... Ow. And that would explain why they're using color now. Because it also leads into what he said at the beginning. The purity of the human spirit against enemies. More surprised she's not dead already. What? Oh, I thought he was just going to, like, put her out of her misery or something. That is hard to watch. Dude. It's such a human moment with such an inhuman mask, but it makes it so much more interesting that way. Showing the value of a life. And you can just see the guy, you can see that happening right there, just the tenderness. Like, these are inhuman gods, and that's how they perceive themselves, that's how they talked about themselves. Well, some of them. And then just, oh, I love the aspect changes. It's actually so weird seeing him, like everyone in color. I actually don't recognize everyone quite so much. I mean, you know, it's horrible she died, and the wound is hard to look at, honestly, but... that little human moment of a Space Marine still recognizing its own humanity.
That is a bleak picture.
Instead of just throwing it away like most people expect them.
The real battle begins tomorrow.
Well, some of themselves expect it,
we
it
will not
seems.
be bored. I believe they will wait. They will wait until they have overwhelming force with which to crush us.
Don't they already?
And they will strike like a hammer.
Haven't brought out the Titan yet either.
I requested we withdraw all guard forces from the wasteland installations across all of southern Armageddon Secundus. The colonel agreed in principle. What's worth guarding out there? Munitions.
They had things to guard?
A great deal of munitions. To be used when the hive cities fall and need to be reclaimed.
Oh.
That is not all. The desert vultures spoke of a curious legend. Something buried beneath the sands.
What?
A weapon.
What? Okay, the fighting was awesome. The emotional speech at the beginning, or I guess monologue would be more accurate, was awesome because it showed exactly what you saw. And then they reanimated it. And the inclusion of colors showing it was awesome because it enhanced every single second, got a little brighter, a little more colored. It was a lot more vibrant by the end. Even the blacks and whites looked more instead of just gray and washed out. I'm not sure if that's because it was intentional or if it's just a skill increase over the course of the animation. Either way, it's really cool. But that moment that I geeked out over, just watching, and if I'm pretty sure that was the guy who got the stun knife to the chest for overcompetence earlier. Confidence? Let's go with confidence, although confidence counts too. I'm pretty sure that was him, or either that or the guy holding the banner. Probably the banner. I don't really care, though, because it shows one thing that technically Space Marines don't actually miss, because if you read a lot of the lore, they have finally got around to showing that they're very still human, despite, a lot of them not thinking it. But it's just little things like that where they're not even telling you, oh, they're human, or just like the inhuman moments, but showing the sheer tenderness of someone just being afraid to move too fast and hurt someone who's already in so much pain and dying. And they're just slowly, tenderly putting their hand over them just as they're dying to be with them. Because the medic was busy with someone else who probably would maybe or live. I'm saying maybe because I have no idea what happened there. I love moments of sheer humanity with things that in many cases could be made an argument of being inhuman. I mean, they're definitely transhuman, but it's things like this to show, yes, this is what makes humanity great. And I kind of disagree with a lot of what Grimaldi said in the beginning, saying how the beginning of battle, when they bared their teeth, is what made them great. Because, well, that was really freaking cool, and it looked amazing. I think the humanity came after the battle in just that little quiet scene. There wasn't a bit of dialogue, not a bit of monologuing. It was just a few looks and a dying lady and a space marine just being there and not being a god among men, but just a person. And I love it when someone can show you humanity and it just makes sense. I love that. And then there's all the character implications. I'm not even going to get into that because it's just so freaking cool. And there's just more. And that was good. That was really good. I'll be honest, though. Seeing everyone outside of black and white actually made it a little hard for me to tell who's who. I mean, Grimalis for obvious reasons. The Apothecary for obvious reasons. Ravenbeak because obvious reasons. I suck at names, I know. But just so freaking cool. And yes, I realized the woman we watched dying was one that we focused on in the very beginning of the fighting. So we watched everything happen. But still, I mean, I honestly didn't expect any of them to survive. So that was actually a surprise to me because guard, front lines, it's not really even a joke. But I can't wait to see what they do next because it's already raised my expectations. Just how amazing they're going to turn every second to show so many details. It's so good. I know I mentioned it before, but I really hope when they finally start putting out that new Inquisitor TV show for Warhammer 40k, they maybe consult with this guy, with Richard Boylan, because this is so good. The scenery. Like, it's not just the storytelling he does Ascalon on, because it's based on a short story. I think it's taken from a short story. But what it's amazing on is just the usage of tiny little details to make a scene in absolute silence. That's hard, especially when you're not doing something that can normally get away with silence instead of boom, bang, slashy murder. Yes, it's definitely slashy murder. You heard the chainsaw, sword thing, whatever. All the same, everyone. What this means is that you should definitely have clicked that link down below and hit that video a dozen times already because it's that awesome. I know I probably will. It's all the same. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.
Thank you.